Welcome to the Hutts Hangout. Grab your blasters and blue milk because we're about to deep dive into the game where Hutts rule and 3 scoundrels drill. On this episode, we have Womprat and a very sleepy, possibly still asleep, Bones.
As usual, yes.
How are you, Bones?
Good, man. Good. Just went to sleep like 3 hours ago. We're here. We're here. Lots to talk about.
We have a lot to talk
Still excited
about.
though.
Yeah, that's
Yes, sir. Yes,
this
sir.
has got to be the most we've ever had to talk about. I feel, and like not even just joking. I think it legitimately is. So, yeah. How are you, Womp?
It's
a good thing. Good for
It's
business.
going to be one of those days with Bones where I think this is going to come up far too often. But at least he's here in voice, but not in physicality. But that's different.
I'm here, boys. This time, I said I would be.
Yeah. But it's one of those guys. I've had a good day. Granted, my gags have gone shit. Here is a counter that has a 98% success rate. Yay, we found the 0.1%.
So you are the 2% Womp.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. Like one of them was 99.8%. It was like,
no, I'm making the joke about what's his name, Bo-Katan, at 2% of the
Would you like me to,
population.
Would you like me to sit on your face, Womp?
Yeah.
No.
You are one of the 2% Womp. Confirmed. Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that around the community, but you are the 2% that most of us want you to sit on our face. So,
the thing for me is, I sat there, I laughed, I joked, we took the piss out of it, and then it was like, okay, what can we actually recover this with? Because I have no backups, and we ended up testing a load of shit that we knew might not work. But it was like, we went Great Mothers into Jabba, we did Malgus into Jabba, we did Reaver into Jabba, we did 5 First into Jabba. All of them failed.
Really?
But it was like...
Even Reaver?
We learnt bits from it. Like, some of those counters used to work.
Yeah.
Now, not so much.
So Jabba stopped you?
It wasn't just Jabba. We had Slacker, Jabba, and Ray all stop us dead because we just had Seer, hello Stinky. We had Seer, Maliko, Starkiller fail on the Ray. We then had our Night Sisters fail on Jabba. We then had Afra fail on Jabba. And it was like, yeah, this is that 1% moment where we're just getting shafted.
Yep.
What do you have?
And once you fail on Ray, I feel like it fucks everything up.
What was the SLKR team? I'm very intrigued.
It went wrong.
Yeah,
the SLKR was the usual SLKR was seen in 3s, and I was there thinking, yeah, okay. I can just walk into this with JML like we always do, knock out KLU, and then go back into what's it, and then knock KLU out again, but now we've got no KLU and no Darkside Ray, and it just decided, no, you can't do that this week.
Right. All right.
Like the tank revive KRU, we're just used to, where it's like you kill KRU once, you then go after Dipshit Ray, Dipshit Ray's out of the way, and then you go back into KRU, and then you go, fuck it, right, I can floor it now.
Yeah.
I can just beat the snot out of SLKR when you're not in Ultimate. And it's like, no, not today, you're going to die. Fuck you. Just fuck you.
Right. Yeah, it's good. But hey, when you're not the best like me, it happens to you.
Hey, who's in Kyber 1? Where are you?
Fucking
Where
started
are you? Come
already.
on.
What are we, 8 minutes into the... Well, not even... So 4 minutes in and we're already having a dick measuring contest. Good work, guys.
That's always the case when you're measuring my dick.
Yeah, but the problem is we need about 10 minutes to get the electron microscope on for bounties. But that's not the point.
Oh, dear.
Hey, it's still a contest either way.
All right. Let's
Just with us, it's who's the shortest here.
let's go into the news because I do want to get to bed tomorrow, and not Monday.
Same.
So the first bit we have is a new character. Everybody knew it was coming, obviously. If you didn't, you've probably been under a rock. Maybe under the sea. Who lives in a rock? Or pineapple under the sea.
What?
Anyway, now I'm getting off topic.
Hold on, though. No one knew this was coming but one person in the community. And he happens to be a content creator who happens to be doing this podcast as well. And he predicted this a long time ago, and the pirate tag. And it's not Womp Rat.
Yeah, it's you. I know. We're not on to that one yet, though. We're on to Disguised Clone Trooper, the best artwork we have seen this year by a substantial
pineapple
margin.
under the sea. Wouldn't he be talking about a pirate?
No, we're talking about Disguised Clone Trooper first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one that we actually care about, because the bloody pirate. Anyway, no, let's not go there yet.
But how are you going to say who lives in a pineapple under the sea reference and talk about a clone trooper? Why wouldn't he be talking about a pirate? Anyways,
well, I was talking about the people living under a rock. That's why they weren't aware of it. And then I remembered about SpongeBob, and then it just disintegrated quickly like normal.
Right. Well, I was excited just to tell everyone how right I was, but all right, let's talk about the laziest character ever made.
Yeah.
In SWGoH.
All right.
Let's go.
Can we first have a proper look at this artwork from Meathead? Because I can't wait for us to actually be using the bot and for that to pop up as his character image. We know it's going to happen. Our community is trolly at best, and we laugh, we joke, we take the piss, but that image is going to be with us forever.
I just don't understand why they're at a kid's party or something.
Yeah, can you explain to us what the fuck it's about, though? Because we were trying to figure it out Thursday, and I couldn't figure out what it even meant.
So it looks like basically Meathead was doing something in his garden, used his own garden picture, and then put in the Disguised Clone Trooper as a joke of, well, he's got a water pistol, he's joining in whatever Meathead was up to. Honestly, it was quite funny.
How do you know it's his backyard?
Because it looks like he took the picture.
Does he have
himself.
kids?
I'm pretty sure he might do. I don't know. God knows.
All right, Meathead. Well, Egnards, who is supposed to be on tonight, Egnards, confirm for us since you're Meathead's right hand man. Let us know.
But
anyway,
honestly, I saw this artwork. He dropped it about half an hour prior to the kit into the chat, and it was like, what are you on? What the fuck is that? And then it worked out. And it was like, okay, Disguised Clone Trooper artwork. Okay, I can live with that.
But we knew that he was coming, so it should not be a surprise for anybody. Right. Are we going to read any of the key attributes, inspiration, strategy tips, that sort of thing? We don't know.
I wouldn't. It's coming Tuesday. We know that much. He's needed at Relic 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And it's taken from Lego, basically. Yeah. Done. That is the entirety of the FAQ section in a bit. So there's not masses in there, but
it's just a random character to fill in the team, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Similar to Arc Trooper moment, where it's like, here is an unnamed, enjoy.
Yep. All right, abilities. So his basic is Covert Assault. Final text, deal special damage to the target enemy. If Disguised Clone Trooper had ruse, stun them for 1 turn, which can't be evaded or resisted. If the target enemy was already ability blocked or stunned, and all allies are Lord Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, and or Darkside Clone Troopers, dispel all buffs on them and inflict Order 66 for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, evaded, or resisted.
So I really like this basic. It's got like two sides to it of are the ability blocked or stunned? Yes or no? Well, no, it's not doing a lot. It just has the potential to stun them.
This is our first
Yes.
call out with Grand Moff Tarkin as well.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Then you've got yes, and it goes, well, do all this potential bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't say, it does say that it can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted. So this is going to be locked buffs, which is freaking great. I think this is more for the raid than anything else. This is being able to use Grand Moff Tarkin and cause Order 66. Because the main way you caused Order 66 is the debuffs from Lord Vader going, his crush gives them 6 each, then you've just got to get 2. I think it would have been a lot harder to get with just without Lord Vader. This makes it possible. So I think this is definitely a good thing.
Sort of going off track a little bit, but do you think that they'll go back to Apo and CX2 and include little call outs like that to Grand Moff Tarkin? Or do you think it's just this guy on?
I don't think those two need it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think the idea there is they're more, here is a Lord Vader unit. We are there to boost him.
Whatever extra you're getting for Tarkin is going to be in his rework.
And I guess
Whatever
the
the
Disguised
extra
Clone
stuff is.
Trooper and SWGoH is supposed to go with Grand Moff Tarkin, right? So it would be silly to have the first two with callouts to Tarkin. Yeah.
I think we'll get a lot of callouts to Tarkin and SWGoH's kit over Lord Vader so that you want to physically separate them in threes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Special 1. Well executed ambush. The final text is deal special damage to all enemies and deal 10% more damage for each stack of damage over time on them. 20% if Disguised Clone Trooper had ruse, stacking with a maximum of 200%. All Dark Side Clone Trooper allies gain advantage for 2 turns. Okay, so there's a couple of stipulations. So if the target enemy was light side, inflict them with healing immunity for 2 turns. If Disguised Clone Trooper had ruse, healing immunity can't be dispelled or resisted, and inflict them with a stack of damage over time for 2 turns. If the enemy was Galactic Republic, reduce their speed by 15 for 2 turns. If Disguised Clone Trooper had ruse, reduce their speed by another 15 and inflict them with a stack of damage over the time for 2 turns. And if they were Jedi, inflict them with offense down for 2 turns. If Disguised Clone Trooper had ruse, offense down can't be dispelled or resisted, and inflict them with a stack of damage over time for 2 turns.
So do you want to know what I want to rename this ability?
Fuck JMK.
Yeah, get fucked JMK. That is what this ability is for.
Yeah, exactly.
For God's sake, he's getting speed down, damage immunity, offense down,
healing
and they're all fucking locked.
Yeah.
It is literally get fucked JMK.
Yeah. And here's some damage over time for your worries. Yeah. All right. Clever Ruse is a Zeta and Omicron. So this is a unique one. Final text at the start of each Disguised Clone Trooper turn. If he was stealthed, he recovers 15% health and protection and gains 20% turn meter and ruse until the end of that turn. When Disguised Clone Trooper attacks, he loses stealth. At the end of each turn, each enemy's turn, if Disguised Clone Trooper had stealth, all other Darkside allied Clone Trooper allies gain retribution until the end of that enemy's turn. If that enemy was a Jedi, Disguised Clone Trooper gains tenacity up until the end of that enemy's turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. While in Territory Wars, this is the Omicron, Ruse no longer expires until the end of the battle. If an enemy inflicted with Order 66 is defeated, ally Lord Vader and Darkside Clone Trooper allies take a bonus turn. Ruse is the definition of ruse. This effect triggers additional effects and ability. Ruse is removed at the end of turn.
So this was when I was reading it through, I was reading it through in a Discord chat, and we were there going, how do you get ruse? You get ruse at the end of your turn until the end of your turn when you gain stealth. So it's like, oh, okay, that's brutal. So you're going to regularly get ruse back. What then got me was any TW officer, any bigger guilds that want to play TW or anything like that, anybody with Lord Vader, they are going to be turning around and saying, get that fucking TW army on.
So
it is terrifying.
Steve has already, before this character even came out, Steve and I had a, so we sort of call out for operations, right, for TB. And Steve said he would do one of the operations. It was like Jedi Guardian or something to Relic 7, right? On the provision that I get the TW Omicron for Hunter and whatever the dark side clone is. And it turns out that this is a pretty good one, and I'm more than happy to put it on. But yeah, it does look scary, right?
So are you guys ready to see Ahsoka walls and LV walls in the future?
I already see Ahsoka walls. It's quite funny.
But do you see LV with all clones walls as well on the other side? That's what I'm talking about.
I can see that being a thing.
Coming.
Because looking at this initially, it no longer expires, which means he's going to have ruse all the time, which means all his bonus abilities are going off all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But then when they get inflicted with the Order 66, it fucks them up even further, and it's just like, okay, well, now Lord Vader goes with all the clones going. Yeah, that could just lead to chaos.
Well,
I don't think there's going to be clean counters for that. Not for a while.
Reading the unique 2 is going to make a little bit more sense where you said he keeps getting stealth and ruse and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah,
unique number 2.
Let's go through that.
Yeah, Decoy Squad 5 was the final text at the start of encounter. Words matter, CG. Disguised Clone Trooper gains 30% offense, and if there was a Galactic Republic enemy, he gains stealth for 2 turns. At the end of each of his turns, if Disguised Clone Trooper didn't have your ruse, he gains stealth for 3 turns. And then there's a Zeta. Why did they mention the Zeta in there? If it's anyway. If the target enemy had Order 66, Disguised Clone Trooper deals massive damage when attacking. If the target enemy was a Jedi or light side unaligned Force user, he deals an additional instance of massive damage per relic amplifier. So this is FU Cat.
Yeah. FU Cat, FU JMK.
Oh yeah, all of the Jedi.
If you're a Jedi, you're Fox. Yeah. The reason I think they put the Zeta in to tell us where the Zeta text is because they didn't want people guessing, oh, well, it might be that each time he disguises is actually the Zeta. No. They wanted to spell it out very clearly. You need to spend the Zeta to get that massive damage. It would have been common sense for that as well, but the amount of times we've seen people guessing on kits, I think they just wanted to spell it out. This is where the terrifying part of this unit is, and it's not locked behind an army. Okay. It's in a fucking Zeta.
Do either one of you know what massive damage does?
9,999 damage. So when things like Nihilus, his insta-kill hits a GL, that's what that is. It transfers it over to massive damage. and away it goes. It is horrible when you think he's going to be potentially hitting 10 times, because it's his own relic amplifier level, 10 times at 9,999 damage.
Whoa. Don't say
That-
10 times. Don't say 10
It
times.
is 10.
We haven't got to Relic 10 yet.
Because it's an additional 9 times for
you.
Relic 9.
Yeah.
He still hits once himself.
You are right.
So he does one instance of massive and then one for each relic level. If he's relic 9, it's 10 massive damage.
Yeah.
It could be 11 at some point, but we're not going into that.
Don't start it. Don't start it. All right.
No, it doesn't look like it hits under protection. I'm sure there's going to be ways of making that happen in the future. Imagine Retribution on a special with that then puts you as hits under damage. You can find a way of giving him Retribution. He's just going to insta-kill everything. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and now you see Aussie Mike's face going, oh shit, he shouldn't have said that.
Why are you saying there's potential for 11?
Relic 10.
When they finally bother to put Relic 10 in game.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right. Anything else on the lazy clone trooper?
No.
My thoughts are 5v5, he is going to fit beautifully.
Damn.
It is going to be a terrifying unit. And I don't see a nice answer to it. I really don't. Already I'm sat there thinking, is Sia Maliko's really going to work in 5s? Yeah, I don't think so. Am I going to be one of those brave Muppets that tries it straight off the bat? Fuck yes. I want to see if it'll do it. But I'm also expecting to get blown away by it. So, one of those. So, yeah. It's one of those where it's like, I am looking forward to seeing this unit. I am not looking forward to facing this unit.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all agree it's going to be pretty fucking insane. So, we'll see when it happens. But, yeah. I don't know. Do you guys think it's going to be really shitty to see in GAC? Is it going to be toxic, or is it going to be fun to try to figure out and overcome?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be a counter for it. We might not find it very quickly.
It's like in 3v3, the counter at the moment to Lord Vader is Sia Maliko Starkiller. It's not amazing. It's not safe. It does have its foibles. But it's a case of, fuck it, I can chew through and I don't need a GL. The problem comes where then you've got, like, as I was saying in my stream, if you're managing to put something down and drawing a GL as your only counter, okay, that's uncomfortable. If your only counter is, okay, I'm going to throw Slacker Darth A and...
you missed it.
What's it?
You should have... You missed the zoom. Bones had the camera on the floor.
I didn't want to see that from Bones. Thank you very much.
You can see right up his pants.
Yeah.
This was my moment where, like the Janet Jackson tit slip. You guys could have got a nut slip, but it's too late.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like half tempted to put your actual camera up because you, like, even in chat, someone said we like Bones' voice this week. But you kind of look like you're from
Put
Doom.
it up.
All right.
Put it up for everybody. I don't know how I'm feeling right now.
I'll get it up. All right. Let's talk about SM33, new Conquest character.
Now, this
I was
stupidly excited for.
You're excited for it?
So,
yeah.
Oh, God.
Because of what else it confirmed. Not because of the character, but what
Bones
else
was
it confirmed.
right. It confirmed that I'm always right.
No, it doesn't. That's lies, Bones. Don't tell lies.
Tell your sister, Womp. Bones was right.
No, Bones is wrong. Bones is always wrong, guys. That's the rules.
But yeah,
Bones is wrong.
just start listening to me, fellas. Quit hating. That goes for everyone listening, especially you, Steve. Yeah. What do you think about it, Womp? I haven't heard. I'm also very very excited about it, but I haven't heard anyone else say they're excited. So I'm curious to see what you have to say about it.
So the reason I was so excited that they basically went, yeah, he's coming. By the way, he's going to be in game, and we'll get a kit reveal later. That initially for me was okay. That's a bit shit. That we're going into game and we're not getting a kit reveal yet. So everybody's seen the kit. We've all talked about the kit, and it looks interesting. Don't get me wrong. That character model looks really nice as well.
Is he actually in
The
game
thing
already?
that got, yeah, he's in game.
Oh shit!
He's
Right,
in
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have a look.
the kit and him are in game.
Yeah.
When you're finished, what you're saying there, let us know what he's kind of doing, because I never got to read his kit, so I don't even know what he does.
So we'll talk about it a little bit. We're not going to go in depth because that could definitely be a whole thing that we could spend like 2-3 hours on, because his kit is so speculative to what's coming. Now, when we got it in game, we got a piece of post, and there's one line of the post that I'm going to read out. So SM33 introduces the new pirate faction. This is a brand new faction we'll be expanding on in the next era. More news on this pondering new faction in the coming months. So next one is likely to be pirates or pirate aware or anything like that. This is leading to, could we get a Corin Horn as a next capital ship, which is the big capital ship that was in Mando Season 3. We could get something like that as a new capital ship. That would be goddamn insane. That's what's got me here. Is it's a brand new faction. They're expanding on the faction. This could be our capital ship.
Also, been predicting that for 2 years, by the way.
Yeah. It's
Bones was
like,
right.
holy shit, I am actually looking forward to a faction that we know so little about. And then we'll go through his kit quickly in a minute just to go through the bits. But they gave Pirate Tag to Emphas Nest. Okay, she technically is. Sana, yep, definitely a pirate. And guess who else got it? Hondo. We have our favorite pirate with the pirate tag.
Yay.
Yep.
We can't ask for more. The only thing I now want is his goddamn ship.
He also has a ship as well, yeah. I was about to say that. So yeah, also one of the pirates and skeleton crew are in Mandalorian season 3. They're part of the crew of the Horn or whatever the hell you called it.
Yeah.
With the leafy guy who looks like Cthulhu, or what's the guy from Dead Man's Chest?
Oh yeah. I know who you're on
Squid
about.
guy.
Can you stop walking? I'm about
Yeah,
to like
Davy
take you
Jones.
off screen because you're making me like sick watching you.
Oh, well, you could take me off. I don't care.
You're like
But I'm
giving me
freezing
like
cold.
motion sickness. I'm like, you're fucking bouncing around.
I know
like
you're a wuss. I know you can't drive in a car without puking. So
Yeah.
you can turn it off. It's freezing here, and there's like 12 kids in the house, so I have no other choice. So.
And the person that said it in chat, it's the class of ship that I'm relating to, not the actual ship, the Corin Horn. I can't remember what the actual class of that ship was. But yeah, it's really, really a nice looking ship. Captain Salad Bar is a pretty adapt name for him. Thank you very much, Jack Daniels, for making me think of that.
Captain Salad Bar. I like that.
But honestly, I am so looking forward to some of these ships, because I think it would be stupid for them to not bring in ships with this, and they could literally go, by the way, here is SM33, he's going to be a pilot for this ship, and then go, here is, say, what's his name, Job, here's the other pilot, or anything like that.
Did you call him Job?
Is it Job? I can't remember.
Arrested Development? John. You're close.
God, that's the one. My
John.
brain is not working quick today now.
And
But
it's
yeah,
called the Onyx Cinder was the kids ship that those
yeah.
two could probably pilot.
Well, that's the thing. Those two could pilot that. Then you've got other ships. They could bring in the snub-nosed fighters. They could go crazy. This could be the next 2-3 eras, and then go literally these 2 eras are combined. They're going to lead to this. How many others would literally go nuts if they said, by the way, the next 2 full eras lead to a pirate capital ship, and we're going to give Hondo his ship? If they did that, I wouldn't care how much it's going to cost me. I want Hondo's ship. End of.
Once I kind of agree with you. I think this is leading towards a ship as well. A lot of people are like, no way, there's no possible way that could ever happen. I'm like, actually, it makes a lot of sense for it to be a new capital ship, especially with them expanding on a brand new faction as well. So I agree with you all.
So we'll quickly run through SM33's kit. Mike, have you got it in front if you want to read it out?
No,
or do you want
I
me to
don't.
just run through it in base?
Yeah, run through it because I haven't got it up. I haven't got the game open on the computer.
Just
Okay.
sum it up. You don't even have to read it word for word.
His
Try and tell us what he
basic.
does.
So his basic is physical damage. It does stagger for 2 turns. If the leadership is pirate, it does extra stuff where it gets bonus protection for 2 turns and gains defense protection up. The ability is first, yeah. So basically, he gains, he removes turn meter, inflicts ability block. The basic is a lot if you have got a pirate lead. At the moment, the only pirate lead is Sana, so we know more pirate leads are coming. That's just the basic. Then it's limb from limb is the next one. This attack has 1000% health steal and deals 20% more damage for each 20% SM33 is missing. So if he's near death, he's going to hit like a freight train and be full health. You do not want to leave him with a little bit of health. You need to kill him.
Yep.
This second ability is literally get fucked about leaving a character near health thinking, oh, I'll kill him next round. No. No. Kill him now. And he deals more damage if he's got a pirate lead. So it's like, no, not pleasant to think about. Does have TW Ommies. Not going to read through all them because they're complete kit changes.
That's fine.
He also gains stacks of heat, which is his second special for on bucklers. Gains stacks of heat and fixed burning. And the more heat stacks he's got, the more shit he does with it. And the last level of it, damage over time can't be evaded. So it's like, oh, that's just going to be horrible. It's going to lock him down. And it's just going to be disgust that you can't get past it. And then the Onyx Cinder unique, he gains 10% max health and offense for each scoundrel ally. So he just gets thicker and heavier and more hard hitting. And it's basically you going through it and you go, what the fuck are you oh, fuck. And you sit there and by the end of it, you're just sitting there going, oh, God, let me just never see this ever. And that's without anything else to go with him. You can see like pirate lead. There's also a scoundrel because they're gonna be. But then you go, what if they've got the ability to give a little bit of health? What if they can give a little bit of offense? What if they can give a little bit of crit chance? Every single thing in this kit seems to explode. Absolutely explode. And it is that moment of, yes, the feats for this, I think we're going to be talking about very quickly in a minute. It is fucking disgusting. The feats for this one is not, oh, I'm just going to walk through it and be fine. It's very much a case of take your time, listen to what a few of us are going to be talking about.
Like me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be making videos this week and next week on it. I know people have already got videos out for it, but honestly, there's some very disgusting little things in there.
Okay. Here is
we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Here's a question. Remember a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe now, when we got the news about the Nightfall event, the era battles?
Yep.
And they gave us that timeline of the next sort of 12 weeks, right? That had you know, Apo came, then CX2, then the Darkside Clone Trooper, then the 2 Jedi, Vanguard will come, then Mace Windu will come, right? Then the one after, there was these 3 marquees that were purple, and then there was a teal, three teal marquees, followed by a journey guide.
Yep.
Would that journey guide be one of these pirates? Like maybe one of those?
I believe it could be.
You know, like maybe the purple is something to do with the raid, and the teal one that comes after it might be for, I don't know, might be the three pirates and then a leader pirate.
Could be. Could well be.
Because that
It's
would be
one of
when
those...
that next journey, when that journey guide character thing is released, would be when SM's like available in game.
Yeah.
So 3 marquee characters, 3 pirate marquees, plus SM, plus the leader. Get you a pirate team.
Yep.
So,
that's honestly what I'm thinking as well. That only 3 of them are going to be pirates.
For once, I wish Matthias was on the show. First time I've ever wished this. Because me and him enjoyed this show quite a bit. Before I say what I think about the game version, everyone's like, "Oh, I can finally skip something," even though everyone's been saying, "Oh, I can skip the new Bad Batch team." That team's, who the fuck cares about that team? You should be excited for this. And everyone who's not excited about this says, "Well, I never watched the show." Well, fucking watch it. It's one of the better, not saying the best, but better shows that Disney's done. Even better than a lot of movies. Go fucking watch Skeleton Crew and get excited, because this is great. This is great news. It's gonna be fun.
Hey,
I don't think we're getting Skeleton Crew. Yeah.
How much of Bad Batch have you watched?
I watched 2 seasons, and I regret 1 season. So I've watched some of it.
Just go
I just
watch
don't
it,
care.
man.
But Skeleton,
Just go fucking watch it.
Yeah, go and watch it, Bones. You need
Skeleton
to understand.
Skeleton Crew is live action. It's better, and I don't care what anyone says. So be excited and fucking like what you're getting. You hear me, you fucks? Now as far as the so as far as what's in game, I think you're gonna get 2 versions of Jod eventually. One Skeleton Crew Jod. Yeah. Also, the reason why I went into that spiel is because slight spoilers, not really, but you find out very quickly it's a bunch of pirates chasing the kids around the galaxy. Unless it's not a huge spoiler, you can pretty much get the gist of it just from watching the trailer. And there's a pirate version of Jod in the very first scene with a pretty cool mask on. I think you're going to get that version of Jod for the pirate faction. He'll be the journey guide. How many marquees you need, I can't tell you that. But I bet you get the Wolf Man, because how fucking cool is he? And he was kind of like the person who took over Jod's spot. Yeah. We could all speculate the other ones, but I guarantee you get the Wolf Man. He was kind of a big
my initial thoughts, we might get Jod as the journey guide and have him where he starts as a pirate and can transform.
Or why
I just think they lose out on money on that.
Jedi Cal and Cal Kestis.
Yeah.
Where you need
that's what I still think will happen.
Cal Kestis as a marquee that unlocks Jedi Cal.
Yeah, could be. There could be a lot of things. But as I said, I don't think we're going to get any of the kids in the game, because you know full well straight away one of us is going to be, can we beat them with Lord Vader?
You've already done.
Well, wouldn't that make sense?
In your head, you've done it.
Wouldn't that make sense?
Yeah, but the one for it though, The reason that I don't think they will is in every other game where you have the ability to draw, there's a what's it called, time to penis. It's how long it takes somebody to draw a penis with the ability to draw. Is if they put kids in this game, it's how long does it take us to work out a way to get Lord Vader to massacre them?
Okay, but we already have kids in the game, so it's not a long shot to say that that's going to happen. You know?
It's not a long shot, but I can guarantee people will be like, let's try and kill them with Lord Vader. Regardless, it'll be
Well, yeah,
they want to kill him with Lord Vader.
yeah. I agree with that, and I hope that's the case. I hope their hard counter is Lord Vader, and it makes you take him off defense. But I'm telling you now, the kids weren't pirates. They would have a skeleton crew tag. So it's definitely not going to be the kids right now. But you kind of said, oh well, what if it's a 2 era system, which could possibly happen. I could see them coming the next era. But if it's just strictly pirates, it's just going to be the bad guys from Skeleton
No,
Crew.
I reckon.
And
I reckon the next
go
3
ahead.
characters after Mace Windu will probably, or maybe not necessarily raid related, but the era after that, there's 3 marquees, and then it goes to a journey guide. So I think that there'll be 3, whatever the pirates are. SM33
Yeah.
gets you the 4th, which then unlocks the
Right.
5th one, which is your journey guide.
Right. Okay. I understand. I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to be the kid. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
going to
I
be
don't know
some
who.
bad guy.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
they weren't
get you.
considered pirates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The bad guys were considered pirates. Yeah, that makes sense of what you're saying.
The other
Um,
thing is
you guys,
in chat, Ash has just said, what if they add a TB planet at Aden, and there is a new character like Reva, and the new character is Jod.
please do it.
What do you thought?
I've been bitching that. Yeah, I would love that. And it's called "Don't You Know About Aten?" or "I've Never Been to Aten." We got to put that somewhere.
Yeah. What do you think, Wom?
I don't know if we'll get another TB planet for a while. Like I've been wanting more TB shit. It's one of the game modes I love. But I've got a feeling that the next one's going to be a while off. It's not going to be like anytime soon. If it was Assassin, yeah, it'll be fun. Do I think they're going to give us another TB tune? Probably not for even longer. If they're going to add another planet, it's going to be here's more ways to get 3 and get 2. That's all it's going to be. It's not going to be here's a new character. I hate to be the person that says it that way, but I want the new character. I'm just being very realistic to what is good for CG to do, and the best thing CG can do is give us a planet that accesses more get 2, more get 3. It's not give us a planet that has a tune on it unless you need a lot of new tunes to unlock that planet. If they went, here is a whole pirate faction that you need 5 characters from just to unlock that planet, maybe they will, because that way, congratulations, all of us need to spend 700-800 quid trying to get to that stage as fast as we can. And then, oh look, you've now got income because people are now having to learn how to mod for that event. So we're spending crystals, we're spending currency. That's why those characters are put in. And the only way I can see them doing it is announcing it very early on that there is going to be this character in the TB, and you need all these characters from the era to unlock them. That's the only way I can see them doing it. And if they announce it early enough, then that just generates money.
Little side tangent.
Yeah.
Still on TB. But before I go on that, Bones, you got your congratulations for the episode. Just so if you missed it, Um,
And for the year.
yep.
He
Oh
did.
yeah,
And,
congratulations.
all
When
right.
I heard him say that, I was happy.
Yeah,
Really
I
was.
saw the little smile. So Zepho unlock is on the second lot of planets.
Yep.
Reva is the third. So is Mandalore.
Yep.
Where would they put a new planet?
That's the thing. The
Level
only
1?
real spaces they've got is between Dathomir and Tatooine, which is a level 3, but you'd have to come off a level 2 planet, or they could come off like Kashyyyk and go for a level 4 planet maybe, or something like that. But we don't know.
Well, see, I was thinking like a level 1 because a lot of those bigger guilds, right? Level 1's just what? Operations and deploy, right? It's pretty much yeah. So having another planet that unlocks at that level, or is they've got to put another mission or something where someone's actually got to do something on that first day. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be the person to sound slightly negative, and I don't mean to here. They will never put anything on level 1 again.
Okay.
Because they want the bigger guilds to interact.
Right. 5 or 6 even pushes someone like me who has hardly any R9s to push for more R9s to R8 or R9s, whatever they choose to get the newest character. And that's what
the earliest they will put it is the second row, so you've got to get at least relic 6 to unlock. They may make it where you actually need relic 7 for the mission, just to be awkward, like they did with Jedi Cal. Like, you have to have relic 7 for that mission. It's on a relic 6 planet.
And the random bloody Geo one as well, where they needed relic 8 on the relic, and the Phoenix as well. They're like relic 8 on level relic 7 planet, which is really weird.
No, they're relic 8 on a relic 8 planet.
What the
because they're on Lothal, which is a relic 8 planet. So they've got precedent there for, let's put it on, say, the Geonosian planet. Let's put the event there so that they can let's make it relic 7, so you've got to invest in it.
Yeah.
That's the most likely situation, which means even the bigger guilds can't sleep on day 1, 2, and 3. The other thing that I would say they're more likely to potentially do is put it off a day 4. That means that day 5, you've really then got to make that decision. Do I want to get the shards? Do I want to get the stars? Do I want the rewards? They've got to start. If they're going to add a new TB character, they've got to put it in a point where it causes guilds to have to go, do I give up 2 stars and get more of the character? Or do I just go for the stars and figure out about the character and just get that over time? The bigger guilds will be, well, we want 50 or 50 as soon as we can, get the new character within 6 months, done. But then you've got the smaller guilds that will be, well, if we're getting 30, 40, we'll be fine. We'll get it pretty damn quick. Whether you get closer to that sooner rather than later is the question. I don't think we're going to be getting a new TB character anytime soon, because it's trying to get us invested. And they want to make us invest. And at the moment, the very biggest of the guilds are not investing in those R9 planets. They're doing them, they're getting 1, maybe 2 stars, and they're giving up. Bones, yes, we know you like worms.
I thought it was a baby snake.
No, that's his lunch. That's his lunch.
It's like, nah, that's a snake.
It came out of the cement, so I'm just kind of
out of the what?
Like there's no dirt around here. It just came out of the cement.
Out of the what?
Like the cement.
Cement.
The cement.
Cement.
Yeah, you never.
Cement.
I've never said. I never said cement. I don't say it like that. Cement.
It's come out the semen.
We don't say that like you guys do. We don't say it in a gay way.
All right.
We don't do that around here.
Let's move on.
We're from Kansas, god damn
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Hang on.
Okay, so
So-
yeah, SM-33 obviously is a conquest unit. Will be the next conquest unit, even though we all thought it was going to be Luthen ship.
Yep.
But yep. Anyway, so
Yep. Next.
Wrecker Mercenary is now farmable. Dark Side 6A hard. And now we're going to cover the May the 4th.
So
rewards
just a quick one before we start hitting the May the 4th stuff for Wrecker. Honestly, it's a good node. It's not too expensive. The thing that you've got to watch out for is we are about to go into double and triple drops, which is what we're going to talk about. Farm the shit out of it then. Farm the living shit out of it. Get it over and done with. That's all I'm going to say on that bit. Farm the shit out of Wrecker as early as you can.
Cool. All right.
Right.
So yeah, May the 4th. Quite a bit going on. First off was a really weird battle, right? We needed 5 out of these 6 characters. So Jedi Knight Anakin, Mace Windu, Ayla, Darth Vader, Darth Sidious, Count Dooku. And it gave us like 40 shards of each of them, right?
Yep.
Why?
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 Because they wanted to make a fun event.
All right. Did you have
I mean,
fun?
it wasn't fun. There was nothing
It's like,
fun about it.
Okay, maybe, but
So-
I pressed auto and then came back and it was done, and I think I made a cheese toasty while it was happening. I thought we were going to get something
it was-
good, and then there was just like 40
it was
shards
for-
of each.
It's for the new players. That's
Yeah, but
just
they haven't
what it
got
comes
5
down
of those
to.
6 unlocked.
Yeah, somehow they did. Somehow you already do.
Okay.
Because I helped Adriana with it, and she had them already.
Okay.
But I don't know if she got a free pack or what she got, but she had all of them available. She just had to unlock them. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. I see what you're saying. And at first I was like a little irritated. I was like, what the fuck? Like you just said, we don't even have these characters. And then we went looking around, and I think somehow newer players are getting them. Maybe chat or someone listening can correct me, but somehow she already had them. So,
Okay.
in the exact amount you needed. So I think somehow that you got them.
All right. Okay. So, as Womprat alluded to, we've got double drops from the 6th to the 8th of March, and then there is triple drops on the 8th.
Yep.
So, which I can't remember a triple drop ever. I've had plenty of double drops, but I don't remember a triple.
I don't think we've ever had triple drops.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
100%, I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either. This is the first time.
Bit of a dick
So that's
move to
pretty
have
cool.
it at the end of after the double drops, because it means we're gonna have to, we're not gonna get a lot out of it.
Don't skip a day of doubles just to get a triple.
Yeah.
Like just
No.
do them regular people. Don't do this whole
the
hoarding
way
shit.
the way I'm going to do it is I am going to hoard ready for double drops. So I'm going to go into double drops. I'm also going to triple refresh both of the characters that I'm still farming. So it's a case of I am going to make the biggest chance I can out of those doubles. When it comes to the triple, the last bit of energy I'm going to let just get to max before my reset so that I'm not wasting any. But then after that, it'll be I'm going to use the next level of crystals on. So, like, usually I'd use my 100 refreshes in in the what's it store, not store, cantina. I will use the 100s and the 200s in the triple drops, just because I can't, number one, build up the amount of energy to use, and number two, because effectively that is gone from a 200 to 100 during double drops, but then that 200 is gone from 200 to now, I think it was like 60 something for the triple drops. It is honestly worth crystal investment at that time.
Ray Rock in chat probably has got a very valid point. Remember that 2 times 0 is still 0, and 3 times 0
Yeah.
is still 0.
That was me. I was supposed to say that. Yeah, but good job, Mike. It is obligatory that we say that
No, that was
every
Ray Rock.
fucking time double drops. No, but
Oh, yeah.
every time someone talks about it positively, and this is no offense to Ray Rock, but someone will always go, 2 times 0 is always 0. So whenever you talk about them, always say that.
All right.
So remember, 3 times 0 is always 0.
So that's probably our biggest point for to worry about. This is all the shit we're going to get over the next few days. All right. So we got new title, which is Underworld Legend, and a portrait, Holotable Guardian, and its cup. Conveniently, just after everybody's got into Relic 9 for like $5. So we're going to get some character shards. We're going to get 10 each of the new Bad Batch. General Syndulla, Huge Wang, and Padawan Sabine as well. We're going to get our lucky 3 Clone Wars Chewbacca shards. Heap of materials and relic and mod materials. So we're going to get 10 Zetas, 100 each of the mod slicing, 100 of the pulse modulators, 50 fragmented signal data, 20 incomplete, and 15 flawed. Relic materials, 3 droid brains, 5 keypads, 3 error magnifiers, 3 impulse detectors, 5 Zimbittles, 5 electrium, 5 erodium, 20 chromium transistors, 75 bronzium wiring, and 100 carbonite circuit board. Thoughts on any of that?
Fucking circuit boards.
Thoughts on
Give me
that?
the fucking circuit boards, CG. Yep.
I mean, it's free stuff, right? So
it all sounds great.
Yeah, it's free shit. Give me the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for giving you 10 years of my life, I expect more. 10 Zetas, give us fucking 20.
What about Omicrons?
That's my biggest.
There's no Omicrons at
0 Omicrons I see. And a lot of people are like, yeah, we need 10 or 15 or 20. I don't expect 20 Omicrons. I think 5 is fine for Omicrons. But when it comes to Zetas, it's to give 1 Zeta free to the entire community isn't going to break the economy. Like, that's a little ridiculous. Like, stop with the random numbers. Or there's like 2 or 3 of something. Just give us 5. Sorry, there's a plane going by. But I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It went over my head. Okay.
The plane, they're
sorry,
attacking.
but yeah, just
it's
we're under attack, guys.
My main thing here is you look at the signal data that they're giving. The amount of signal data they're giving is not a lot. I think I actually farm about that much a day, which says a lot. And it's like, if they're just going to give me about a day's worth of signal data, I'm not bothered by it. I really am not.
I'm a complainer though. Like, I agree. Free stuff is free stuff. Shut up, take your shit. But it's a celebration. None of this here is anything for me to celebrate about. Like, give me something to like jump up and celebrate with the Ewoks. None of that makes me want to do that here.
Yeah. Like 10 Zetas, okay, fair enough. For my baby account, I do care. I do want the Zetas. For my big account, anybody that is over that 12 mil that has played for long enough, their exact thoughts are, I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. Oh, what have you broken there, Mike?
I forgot what. Nah, it's alright. I just completely forgot what it was. Make Ewoks great again.
But yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Mega. Get your mega hats now. But yeah, we're gonna get into more. I'm not gonna touch on exactly what else is to come because you're about to touch on that. But this all just seems like it benefits nothing but beginners, maybe mid gamers. None of this really rewards or shows loved anyone like us who have been around for a long time and have truly given their money or time or both to the game. That never really shows much appreciation for us.
Yeah, and I mean, even when you like, okay, hold that thought until we get to the end. Resources: 10 million credits, 1 million shipbuilding materials. All right, so now we've got light speed bundles, right? There's 10 of them. So we got Separatist Commander, Razor Crest, only if you got Beskar armor unlocked. There's a more one, Jedi Vanguard, Mandalorian Outcast, Iden Versio's Command, Supreme Leader 2, Resistance Rising, Radis 2, Finalizer 2. All right.
Yeah.
What?
So
all of these benefit people who've not been playing for very long. Lightspeed bundles help out the beginners or people trying to catch up, right? Yeah. I cannot get any of them. So once again, I've got nothing out of this event. May the 4th. I mean.
You might be able to get a couple of them. But I'm going to just run through them very quickly. Separatist Commander, okay, good value. If you haven't got the capital ship at like 6 stars or higher. Anything above that, not even fucking worth it. Razor Crest, you have to have Beskar Mando unlocked, so you need to buy the other Mando pack. Okay, fair enough. It gets him to Relic, it gives you the ship. It's a skip for Executor.
Real quick,
I've
though,
already bought
I think that's a shitty pack. It's misleading for people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's easy for us to say, "Oh, well, you need him unlocked." We read the stuff every fucking day. We know that. But for someone who doesn't get on Discord or doesn't just plays the game but still spends money, that's a misleading bullshit pack. Or does it not even show up until you have
it doesn't show up in game until you've actually got the ability to have him unlocked.
Just like they
still
won't
think
show
it's
up
stupid, but that's a little bit better.
If you've got the characters more than what's in the packs, you won't see them at all.
Yeah. So Maul, okay, it's Maul. For me, somebody that had him at low gear, low relic. Well, I didn't have him at relics. I bought it. It's Maul. It's the answer to the issues I'm going to be having. Jedi Vanguard, the only one for most newer players, well, 2 in there. You've got I'm going to die. Who gives a fuck? You can go and die. In the corner, go on, go sit there. The only other one in there is Mace Windu. If you have only been buying light speeds, he's one of the characters you don't have for JMK. Congrats. Enjoy. You've got another free requirement. That's the only reason I'm going to be buying that one. Mandalorian Outcasts, Gar Saxon, IFC, give now. Because if you've got Maul and those two, you've got a nasty 3v3 team. You've also got a nasty 2-man team to punch Gast in the face, to laugh. Honestly, more than worth it. Verso's Command. If you have not invested in any other troopers, every single one of them is purchasable. And now we get to the bullshit. And I do not like these packs. These packs are, to me, incredibly predatory. You've got the Supreme Leader Rising, the Resistance Rising, Radis, and Finalizer. All they've done is gone, oh, our $10 packs are now $30, and you get 1 extra relic level on everything. Or 2 relic levels on everything. I fucking hate how they've been done. But now they're like $30 instead of the 10. That is...
Yeah, I agree.
For me, I do not like those packs. Granted, even for whales like Mike, do you have your whole Radis faction at R6? If not, well, Resistance faction. If not, well, buy the Resistance pack and skip it. It technically is cheaper to buy the pack, even if you're at Relic 5. But I do not like it. I do not like that pack at all.
So,
I guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah, my problem with it, okay, let's kind of dig back and let's pretend that this is the first time we've ever seen these packs. It's still a fantastic deal for someone who doesn't have these characters it's still a fantastic value. But I do agree with you when we've seen these packs before, but only one relic level lower. I feel like I've paid 40 or $50 to get both Slacker and Ray unlocked, and I had none of the requirements. Back when they first came out, it wasn't very much money. So this is just, yeah, it's ridiculous, honestly. But at the same time, if you're starting out and you don't have anyone really, and you want to get a GL, it's still worth the money. But it's bullshit because we've already seen what they're willing to charge, and they see what we're willing to pay. So they said, "All right, fuck it, we're gonna make some more money off of them, and we're gonna, charge more money for really nothing much more." So, still a great deal, but still a bullshit practice on CD's fault or CD's part.
I'm going to be
I don't
interested to see
like it.
whether you think the same thing with one other item that comes later in the chat. Because one other item is reappearing and it's double the price it was before.
Yeah, I know.
See whether you notice.
I know. I'm not happy about that either.
Well, I can't see. Remember, I don't see anything.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, we'll be reading it out to you. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think so. It's called anchor point, right? Like you're focusing on a point in time where something was one price. Doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be that price. Compared to if we had never seen Ray or Slacker before, those two bundles there would be very good value. When you compare them to how much you have to pay or what it would cost you material-wise, get those characters relics. You've got Kyrotech in some of the cases. Maul is a conquest character. Razor Crest is a conquest character. You know, like they are difficult to get in the wild, let's say. So having these packs is a better deal, but because we have seen our anchor point at a lot cheaper for Ray and SLKR, I think that's where we're getting caught up.
My main thing why I don't like them is they're a redo with one relic level for a hell of a lot of increase.
Yeah.
Now, for somebody that's already bought them, they are not worth it. It's one relic level. You'll be better off using that money, buy crystals, and do other shit that you want. Unless you really, really want to improve those units. Most of the stuff in the Resistance one, meh. Most of the stuff in the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren one, stuff that you're actually going to care about, you've already relicked higher.
Yeah, but if you're a brand new player, or you've been
if you're a new player without
and missed,
they are substantially good value.
Yes, they are still extremely good value if you missed out on the last SLKR and Ray the last time, or you're just new since then. These is still a very good value.
Yeah, they're actually better value than what they were, because like for the Slacker one, you've got to take 2 characters to Relic 7, the Relic 6. So it's actually even better investment for you because you don't care as much.
All right.
So it's one of those where if you haven't got them, they're good. But if you have already got them, they're utter wank.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I agree with all that. Yep.
All right. So May the 4th. Actually, sorry. If you go onto the web store, you can actually already get most of these.
Yep.
They're already on the web store for early access. All right.
Some of them come out later today as well.
Yeah.
It trickles through.
Yeah. So May the 4th has a Slicer bundle and an Ascension pack. There's also Coaxium Heist, which is the first of the 22nd. It says the 20, I can't even say that word. 22, but it's got TH instead of second. 20,
the 20th.
22nd. Yeah. And that's actually pretty good because I went on there earlier and it gave me like 500 normal energy from it. You sort of go through.
But more importantly, how do we get the 25th?
I don't know. There's special crystal promotions. There's going to be a mystery chest and a bonus calendar on for May the 4th. There's also a PC only mystery chest.
Yep.
And there'll be more bundles and special characters and ship troves that'll also come out.
Yep.
These are going to be, I'm pretty sure that's all the assault battles, right? One, Prettier Patrol,
Yeah, so-
Duel of Fates.
All of the assault
Yep.
battles look like that might be coming on that day.
One day, yeah. Which
So,
looks good.
like,
That's cool.
that
That'll help us.
alone, for anybody that's chasing the new ship,
Oh, yeah.
anybody will want Prettier Patrol and Duel of Fates. That is the biggest thing here, is they are bringing you for 1 day extra the ability to go, give me fucking more droid brains, give me fucking laptops, give me Omnis, give me the higher end shit that I'm screaming for.
So,
Giving us all them in 1 day? Fuck yes, give.
yeah, we're going to
This
have it
is
in 1 day
really,
or
really nice.
one per day over a week? What do you reckon?
I think it's all in one.
Doesn't really
There
say,
is
does
a
it?
list. It doesn't say exactly, but the assault battles for the month start after. We've had the Prettier Patrol one, then it's like the 10th is where it kicks in.
Okay.
And I don't know whether that's over the month that we've got these, which would expect anyway, or whether we're getting an extra one. It's not clear enough in the post. I'm really hoping that they clear that shit up.
This will also allow us to complete our Zeta from the 10 free ones we got earlier.
Yeah.
So thank you, CG. That's the most important thing.
So the next bit on it, because Aussie Mike's gone into the comments, so we can't see it.
No, well, that's it. It was double, triple drops.
There was a
and
little
giveaway.
bit at the bottom, wasn't there?
No,
yeah.
random
So-
giveaway.
Yeah, so the random giveaway.
Well, I'm gonna
If you
open
can chuck the link in chat, it's really quick and easy, guys. It's worth doing.
Yeah, but it comes up in my bloody email. I don't want people to see.
Yeah, just copy the link and throw it in.
Oh, okay.
Right click, copy link.
Well, either way, for people who are listening, you need to go to the fourth, the forum post about the fourth rewards. Go all the way to the bottom,
Yep.
and there's a free giveaway. It takes a couple seconds. Just get your ally code ready, and if you don't play, you don't win. So it's definitely worth it. And the rewards have been pretty good for these giveaways lately, so definitely worth going and doing.
Okay, yeah, I've made sure I don't dox myself.
Please don't.
Yeah.
So,
So you've got a load of what are you excited for from Celebration. For me, it's most of it, but that's just me in general.
It says here Andor season 2 live, like TV live. Well, I've already watched 6 out of the 8 episodes or 9 episodes.
Yes,
they're already out.
So they are
there's
coming
12.
out. Yeah,
12.
There's 12.
Okay.
Yep. 3 at a time. So 4 weeks of 3 episodes.
Oh, Bones' favorite show,
Which is-
Lego Star Wars, Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yep.
Yeah, none of those. I'm not excited for any of those. So I was like, can I pick none?
There is
I think
other.
I picked Visions.
There is other.
Oh, was there?
The
Yeah.
Acolyte.
I think I picked Visions and maybe Mandalorian. Yeah, Acolyte season 2, which is confirmed to never come around. But we're still going to keep hope alive. So I said other Acolyte season 2. Go in, fill in season 2 Acolyte. So they still won't make this. They still won't make it. But keep hope alive, please.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
But yeah, honestly, worth just taking part, because if we get free shit, we get free shit.
All right.
Real quick though, mentioning like the announcements, it's kind of weird that if they're announcements, why are we finding out about them in a survey in a mobile game? Because a lot of those I didn't even know were being made. You know what I mean? So I feel like they kind of spoiled some stuff they're about to announce.
No.
Didn't it come out in the...
before?
All of that came out at Celebration.
Yeah.
It's just you don't watch or read because you can't.
Okay.
But that's not the point.
Okay, I was thinking the celebration hadn't happened yet. Okay.
No, Star Wars Celebration finished like a week ago. There was so much announced. Even I'm still trying to catch up.
If it was a week ago, why wouldn't you just time it for May the 4th?
it always finishes early. There's always something that Lucasfilm planned for May the 4th. There's always some announcement every year. So a lot of people assuming this one might be to do with Zero Company, that we might get more information on it, because although we've got what the game is, we got so little information. It was like, what? Well, okay. So loads of people are just hoping we get more on May the 4th. We are likely to get loads more. It is tomorrow. I'm building all day tomorrow, so yeah, I think we're gonna get something unique tomorrow. I really do.
Yeah, I think they're gonna say the sequels are gone. They're negating the sequels tomorrow. That's the
Please
rumor.
fucking say
Kathleen
that.
Kennedy's being
Please say that.
fired. I watched Mike Zero last night. He said she's gonna get fired. Pretty sure
She's
tomorrow.
resigning, so
It's a joke.
yeah.
It's a joke. Everyone hates Mike Zero, and he's been predicting for 9 years she's gonna get fired. Sorry, it's a bad joke.
Right.
Represent
So
Mike Zero.
next thing to talk about is a very quick topic. It's Luthen Improving Grounds. We all thought, oh yeah, we're gonna get the double drops. We didn't. Not the double drops. The Fondor going into the new Conquest. We've already talked about the new Conquest unit. Think the Fondor's still coming? Maybe the
Still
next
could.
one.
Maybe next one.
Yeah, I mean Andor's going on right now. It could be a chase, or it could be a marquee, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it may not happen at all. But
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean
I don't.
they tend to. Sorry,
I
go ahead.
don't. I'll be honest here. I don't think we'll get it as a marquee. I don't think we'll get it as a chase, simply because it's a Conquest character. They're going to put it behind Conquest whenever it does come, to mean if you've already got Luthen, you're going to be able to get the ship. Because if they put it as a marquee and you haven't been able to get Luthen at all, you cannot do the event.
so if we are following your theory, or both of you, with the pirate ships are coming, where does that leave Luthen? Like, he's not even, he hasn't
Yeah, it
even got to
doesn't
be in
make
the
sense.
calculations, right? Like, he's got to be like 6
So
Yeah, it
months or
wouldn't make
more.
sense.
I think
I agree.
there's still a good chance that we get like Luthen's ship and they build it as a profundity lifter.
Fuck no! Well, don't do that.
The
No.
SM-33
No,
is
No.
3 months away. And then
The profundity needs something.
yeah,
It is currently
No, it
being
doesn't.
dicked on.
No. Stop lifting these fucking units. No. I don't want another dick plate. Remember, we got the Ravenclaw, guys. Remember that? It came out. Nothing to do with it before, nothing to do with it after. One of the worst ships in the game, but it came out. It was brand new at one point, and we all farmed it like it was new, like it was something was going to happen. It's just there, doing absolutely fucking nothing. Imagine 10 years into a game and Cup is released and everyone freaks out. It's a new character. It's Cup, but he's never needed for anything ever, and he's fucking trash.
all right, so we're going to get
That could be
SM-33 in August, and then
Yep.
the next Conquest will be November.
It could be. You never know. We don't know what they're thinking. We could get it completely wrong now, and it might completely change. We'll have to wait and see.
All right. Cool.
What if we get Capital Ship and Red 5 and Luthen Ship? So a home one resurgence and a new Capital Ship. I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with a shipload of content. I'm a ship guy.
We'll see.
I'm not going to comment on that, because you are definitely a shit guy. Wait,
Because
I said that one.
you're definitely a piece of shit. I'm just not gonna comment anymore.
All right.
It's okay.
All right, so
Bones is right.
along with Luthen going to Proving Ground, SM33 coming along, there was also the Conquest feats dropped. Womp's going to have some videos and whatnot coming out about that.
Yeah. A lot of those are likely to be cheeses or ways that you're going to need as a minimum. It's not going to be like everything else where it's like, oh yeah, you can easily do this. We're going to have to use Fugitive Omega with like 2 members of Bad Batch and then like KRU and SLKR, and hope that those 2 actually clear it, because this is going to be a very rough couple of weeks in this conquest. I think there is ways that we can do it, but I don't think they're going to be comfortable. I think this is going to be one of those where it's fuck around, find out, make sure that we can do it the first time, and then moving forward from there, we'll just fly through it each time. But
what feats are making you say that? Because I haven't went over them. I don't know what are there.
I'll quickly pull up a couple of the ones that I was looking at, because
I
don't like the idea of them.
Just the ones that you're worried about.
So in Sector 1, I'm just going to ignore the full squad of Spectre on the little account. It's 5 points, don't give a shit. Sector 3, there's the 400 stacks of target practice. I think I've got a cheese for that, but it's like, small account, that's going to be rough.
I guess if you can have like a tone meter train somehow and basic auto.
Yeah, but the problem is you need, I think it's specials from Bad Batch to actually trigger it, or damage from Bad Batch on the same target or something like that.
Yeah,
I need to reread it beforehand, but you also need her in the lead spot, Omega. So it's like, if you've not got the new Bad Batch, that is going to be rough.
I'm thinking like a KRU node where you just sit there and just keep hitting him.
Yeah. Kill everything else off, chuck it on auto basic, and hope for the best.
And then just, it might take you 3 or 4 of them.
That could be the cheese there.
Yeah.
That could be the cheese there.
Also, you don't have to win the battle for it to count, as long as you complete the battle. So you may have to waste a bunch of energy, and you may not get much out of it.
That's the thing. That is another one I'd prefer to skip. It leaves me, 20-something battles? 19 fights that I can still drop. Then you've got Sector 5, you've got Inflict Order 66 10 times. For those without Lord Vader and without high relic Apo, like relic 4-5 onwards, with CX2, that is going to be fucking rough. And that's 15. So if I drop those 3, I've already dropped my 30. I've got 4 left. Like, 4 left is not a lot. And when you think then you've got stuff like mini boss, defeat an enemy with Apo, that's 2. Win a battle with Fugitive Omega Surviving, you're going to have to cheese it. Win a battle with Enoch in your squad, okay, that's fine. Win with support, that's fine. But then it's, what was the one? Defeat an enemy with Balin. You've not got Balin, you ain't doing that.
I think
so.
He just recently came back, right? He's only just come back. Balin.
Yeah, but very quickly you could end up not able to do things. Because what if you don't have the Order 66 guys, you don't have the new Bad Batch built, that's 35 dropped, you can't red crate. Straight away, you cannot red crate.
For a pirate.
And then it's, do you gold crate? Do you buy the pass as well and buy the shards? That will leave you 5 short if you did that every time.
I want to say something about that.
Yeah.
With these conquest characters that are lifters or just needed for the new teams, they used to come out after the teams were announced or came out. Now they're coming out before. That actually gives you wiggle room to not have pressure to not have to red crate anymore. I get that you want to if you can. I understand that. The pressure isn't on like it used to be. when they're releasing them and announcing them, what they're needed for, where they didn't do that before.
So
So
just to give you guys an idea of what I may have to do on the small account. So I buy the pass all the time. I'm about to drop from the top pass to the cheap pass for that account because it's easier for me to ignore a little bit and gain that, and it then gives me the currency to spend instead of worrying about having to buy shards. With me looking at potentially only being able to gold crate, depending on how bad it really is, what I'm probably going to do is month one, buy the pass, buy the shards. So I'll end up with 40 shards rather than my 20. Month two, I can then buy the pass, buy the shards. And then month three, if I am lucky and I get red crate on the third time round, well, I don't need to buy shards, I don't need to buy the pass. But at the same time, if I buy the pass, I don't need to buy the shards, I don't give a shit. If I red crate on the third run, I am perfectly fine. The whole thought for me is, can I make it so I can gold crate, have a really rough time on the baby account, and just try and red crate before the end of the event? As long as you red crate once, you can gold crate twice. As long as you buy everything and you're buying the base pass. And that's how I'm probably going to have to bypass. On the baby account, it's just going to be get fucked, can't be asked.
yeah, but and I agree with you, but a lot of people don't want to. I've never bought that pass one time in my life.
Yeah.
So there's no pressure to really red crate. You don't have to get him immediately. I feel the same way with Jocasta New. Everyone went out, did all this, and she's getting blown away by me in GAC without even looking up counters. So there's no rush to go out and level up Jocasta New or unlock her, because her team, not even one member of her team is out yet. So the same thing goes with me.
It could be that her team is ridiculously powerful. Yes, it's nice that we're getting them early. And as Bone says, it does give you the breathing room. But remember, even at the very top, is it 25 or 35 shards that you get for red crate? So if you are short on her, you've got to be damn sure that you are within range of when she goes out of being the just here you go ones. Cat, off the keyboard. Come on. No. Sorry, I've got a cat trying to turn everything off. It's one of those where it's like, if you are only going to get the 35 or 25 shards, do you still have enough to make sure you get her at the end of that 6 months when her team will be available? Like, her team is going to be available partway through SM33. Are you going to want to miss out on that? Fuck no. So we'll see.
Well, I would really like to miss out on it if I could. So yes, if you're me.
Your big account ain't going to be.
I'm just kidding. I'll still beat you, Womp. I'm coming for you.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Even without Jocasta.
You will never beat me. You'll never beat me. That's the problem.
All right. Last topic item news worthy stuff. Hyperdrive bundle has come back until May 28th this time, and it's going to be $10 US.
Yep.
Was it 5 last time?
It was 5 last time.
Is
was
this
it
the one
5
that I was
or
going
was
to be
it
mad
10
about?
last time? I'm sure it was still 10.
Really?
I feel like it was
Yeah.
5.
I thought it was 5.
I'm positive it was 10.
What do we reckon,
Yeah,
guys?
something told me.
Yeah,
it's great. It's a great deal.
Honestly, I think, yeah, really fucking good as usual.
Yeah.
More than worth its weight in gold. because when you think how much shit you get from that, just for like guys like my position, your positions, if you could buy it again, Aussie Mike, right here, right now, just for the mats, would you? There you go. And that's just for the mats. $10 for that many mats? Give. It's a shame you can't buy it again. Oh, wait. There's a reason you can't buy it again.
Just put
'Cause
a
it's a
poll
good
up
deal.
in chat to see what people are, whether they think it was $5 or $10 US before.
Yeah.
So real quick, guys, in the chat, who would win, me or Womprat GAC right now? No Jocasta new.
Oh, so I'm
You
not
guys know
allowed
who
to
it
use
is.
a character I've got a relic, so that's not fair.
Nope, you can't. Nope. That's the only stipulation if we play it. I'll say
Thank you,
no
old man
Jocasta
card.
new.
Thank you, old man card.
I can't read the chat, but you guys know who it is.
Yeah, not Bones.
It depends.
It's like,
Which account are we using?
You know my
well,
account's bigger than yours, right?
I
the
know.
closest accounts is mine and Aussie Mike's in where they are. However,
It's because I keep leaving and I can't do GAC today, so I keep dropping.
yep.
It's not my skill problem. You know, I punched up at 11.8 up to a 13 million account and smoked him the other day.
Bones. Remember,
What?
my now 10 million account entered Kyber 4 and nearly got into Kyber 3 by 7 million.
Yeah, I was doing
keeps
that way
ending up
before
getting
you.
drawn against 14s, which is why it gets knocked down.
I was doing that way before you were even here, buddy.
Yeah,
I've been doing that
didn't
since
Owie
before you were
technically
born.
win this week for you?
No.
Yes, he did. Don't deny it.
Womprat, you get help too, bud. I don't want to hear nothing. You may not get help live, but you get help too.
We get help live, but I'll give you this laugh because MC4 and MC3 we have a bit of rivalry. There's always a laugh. There's always a joke. There is a chance I'm facing Muzzer from MC4. We're joking in another chat at the moment, and it's just like he knows that I scout, and he was like, "So if you scout me, can I change all the defenses?" And it's like, "Yeah, I don't care. I will still try and kick your ass for fun." Muzzer, Ryrock. Yes, that's one.
How's he gonna? I just don't know how you're gonna change it for the better. I don't understand the whole. All right, I'm gonna wait for you to scout me. Now I'm gonna change my defenses. Does it make it better though? Probably not.
In theory, it gives him a chance to go. Okay, so it's Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Get
That's
it?
right. It's like he misspelt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's motherfucker,
So,
Womprat. Get it right.
yeah, big Muzzer. So the joke that we've already had is like, I don't hide my scout unless like yesterday where I was that busy trying to sort out tomorrow that I wouldn't have a chance to actually stream it. And it's
It
like,
sounds like some kind of masturbation technique or something. Hide my scout.
yeah. And I am really looking forward to it because I don't care whether he wants to completely alter his defenses to make sure that he can beat mine outright. But what I don't think people have realized yet, and some people have messaged me about it, 6 of my GLs are missing mods, and I'm still causing issues.
Oh.
The Lord Vader that got 8 holds round 1, and the Bane the Balin that also got 5 holds round 1 are missing 2 mods on every character.
That's because you're facing idiots, Womprat. You're not facing people like me.
I'm not. I'm not facing idiots. These guys are good. It's just I am setting some horrible defenses. For those that haven't seen when we're doing the scouting stuff, It is literally, what do you struggle with? In Bones' case, oh look, Bones, what teams don't you like? What teams am I
He just puts
likely to put in those front walls?
he just puts Africron and Bad Batch and leaves the rest just plain.
But it's like I deep dive into what teams you screw up on, and then I start placing them and
But
laughing
what's sad is
because
you've
it's
never
fun.
fought me, and when you go to scout me, you're gonna be stumped because I don't get caught up on stuff. I one shot everything, and I go on with my day, and I win. All I do is win. No
So,
scouting
so,
on me
so why aren't you right at the top of Kyber 1?
because I keep fucking coming to other places, and I can't play. Look what I'm doing now. I'm sitting in a fucking yard. I'm in the back, someone's backyard doing the show right now. I don't want to embarrass you. I want to lift you up as a content creator, as a person. I want people to think you're good. I don't want to tear you down. I don't want to embarrass you on national Twitch. You know?
International.
And
Apparently,
this is how intelligent Bones is at times, guys.
we're
He
across
thinks that
3
Twitch
continents.
is the national television service for the US.
I'm still super drunk, by the
All
way.
right.
Went to sleep 2 hours ago.
That's all the news. Podcast question.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it.
You went asking the mob. You want to read them?
How come
so
how
if
come we
you
don't
can,
have as much comedy as we used to? Remember when we used to joke around?
oh, we
Now we
still
just talk
joke
about
around.
Sluggo.
We just say "fuck your bones, mom."
Well, no, it's like you
so
guys don't
you-
even laugh. It's just all right. Kyle saying something stupid, awkward silence for a long time. Then all right, next subject.
No. Now the comedy is you two guys having a pissing contest over who would win GAC. That's the comedy.
and the answer isn't bones.
How are the Wiggles? That's my question for this week.
Oh, for
How are
God's
the Wiggles
sake!
doing?
We were trying to do an episode without bringing them up, Bones.
I don't talk about Marvel Strike Force anymore. So Wiggles
Oh,
is the
for
new
fuck's
one.
sake! You've done that as well. Fucking Bones. Bones, what
All
are you
right.
like? You know full well we were trying to get through an episode without mentioning either.
Did I send the link to that Wiggles video?
Yes, you did.
I don't think I
No.
watched that one. I didn't watch that one. I'll have to go
It's
back and
gonna be
watch it.
May.
Yeah,
It's gonna
you
be
don't want
May.
to watch it. You don't want to watch it. Aussie Mike has scarred me mentally. It's not fair.
Guys, for people in the chat and listening, it's the purple Wiggles dick is what it was.
Right.
It was
So
it was a sex scandal with the purple Wiggle.
right. First question. I need to turn off streamer mode.
Hang on. Let's stay on the Wiggles thing for a second because that Wiggle, the purple one, has got a lot of mothers interested at the moment. Any ladies in your life? Yeah, they will be very pleased.
Start over. I didn't even hear what you were saying.
So the purple Wiggle, the guy that was in the thing, because he's pretty buff and like, I think he's
we know. We watched the sex tape.
Yeah, and
we've seen the sex tape. Yep.
A lot of mothers are quite interested in the Wiggles all of a sudden again because of,
So just for those listening, we have some interesting things that I make pop up on my screen, and this one says this person is wrong.
But it's upside
Usually
down.
this is always pointing at Bones. I've turned it upside down so the arrow is pointing the right way, and it's now pointing at Aussie Mike. It may be upside down for you in chat or you watching on YouTube, but he is a wrong one. He's just wrong. Bad Mike. Right, let's move on to questions.
You know how they call me Bonstradamus around the SWGoH community? I'm just calling the Wiggle sex scandal eventually. Just saying that. That's what I want to say. I'm predicting it.
All right.
Enough of that.
No, I'm going to make a this person is wrong just for when it's pointing at Aussie Mike now. You're going to have one for you as well, Mike.
The purple Wiggles brother, like biological brother, is a DJ, and he's been turning all the nursery rhymes into like club, like dubstep kind of like
God.
music. Yeah.
Just when the Wiggles couldn't get worse, they EDM-ized them.
No, it's not
Like the
Wiggles.
worst.
It's a family member, not him, not them.
No, I'm just saying when the music that the Wiggles make couldn't get any worse, a family member takes the worst type of music ever made in any type of music in the world and then combines it with the Wiggles. So when the Wiggles couldn't get worse, when EDM couldn't get worse, they combine them together.
The Wiggles said, "Hold my beer."
So I'm going to be honest here. We tried to start podcast questions. I'm tempted to change the note now that will be for the section on YouTube from podcast questions to Wiggles talk. Let's move to podcast questions, guys.
Didn't do my show notes thing. Thanks. What about that?
I've been doing it. I've been taking note as I've been going.
Awesome. Thank you.
And it's 1 hour 41 for that. Right, we're on to podcast questions. There is going to be Wiggles talk, and it might even have FUB written on it.
Every week. Tune in. All right, Mike, give us a question.
Well, I'm still in questions.
Let's start. So,
okay.
This is from Benji 112.
Benji. Yep.
No, Benga.
Right. Imagine you have 10 million GP. Well, not hard for Bones, but there we go. Might be hard for Aussie Mike. Not hard for me either. You have Padme with Jedi, Bo-Katan Mandalore, Darkseid Rey with GL Kylo, and Saw Gerrera Luthen with Rebel Fighter Team. Everything is R5 except higher where needed, and all Zetas are applied. You have only 4 armies. Where would you apply them and why?
This sounds like asking for a friend question, doesn't it?
A little bit. I know exactly what ones I would want on, and I'll go through why as well. First of all, first army is Poncho Bro, being POW, because Hutts Conquest, it makes your life easier. The next one is going to be Queen Amidala's one that allows her to summon at the start of GEC, because, get fucked. Then it's Bo-Katan, the leadership one. And then it's the unique on Darkseid Rey. I probably wouldn't touch Saw and Luthen when that will boost all 3 of those teams and give you a piss easy conquest. That's what my brain is going for.
Yeah, I'll agree.
2 on Bo Mandalore and 2 on Quad May. I agree with what you said as well, except for the conquest one. That's a luxury, not a need.
So
it is a luxury, but holy shit, it cuts conquest time down.
What, Mike?
So you wouldn't put any on Darkseid Rey?
I would still Quad May's like a GL level GEC team, and Bo Mandalore is fucking insane. So my 5th one would go on Dark. My 5th and 6th one would go on Rey.
Okay. Right.
Mike?
I agree with POW, like that Omicron, even at 13.6 mil or whatever my can is, doing those get 50 fucking accuracy up or stupid shit like that. You get them in 2 battles, right? I do not regret that Omicron at all. Strongly suggest, Yes, I strongly suggested to anybody who is wanting to do Conquest seriously, getting red crates, that sort of thing. Just shortens down the time. You can put the focus on using other teams, get through the feats, through the sectors. Padme, yep, I agree with that one. I'd probably put 2 on Bo-Katan Mandalore and leave Darkseid Rey, because Kylo without Darkseid Rey, so if you don't have Darkseid Rey, just the OG GL Kylo, that still is quite a good team, can still beat a lot of like other GLs and that sort of stuff. So I wouldn't see her as a high priority, but still something I would do down the track. Yeah.
So the reason that I went with the unique for Ray is that team is an absolute monster. Even just with that one unique. It goes from I can beat things comfortably to oh fuck, I'm going to smash it. You put it on defense, yes, there are some nice straight answers to it, but it is literally you are taking this off them, and that is that. This is the counters list. It's not, oh, I'm just gonna walk through it and be done with it. It's literally you are throwing something serious.
Yeah.
You cannot take that team with a pinch of salt. Even if she didn't have relics, which means no datacrons on that team, even gear like 11, 12, he is quite terrifying.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that at all. I agree with you, but I think Kylo or, the basic SLKR team is still able to do stuff. It's not like, like a Bo-Katan Mandalore without Omicrons, right? Like that team
it is literally just it is just a big catalyst to make them do a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's not an amazing change, but it is a change to that team. It's like probably the lower of the priorities.
Yeah.
It depends on how you've modded the rest of the teams, what you've decided to mod. If you decided to up a bit of modding on a couple of other characters, like if you've really modded out your bow, I'm always going to say do your bow first.
So,
if you're spending your time on Darkside Ray for that team, she is worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
She is worth it.
But out of all the GLs, SLKR was the one we didn't really need a lifter for.
No. We didn't. We didn't. And then CG just went, hold my bear.
Welcome to us open arms. Absolutely love her. Yeah. She's great. I don't disagree. Yeah. She's a massive part of the team. But it's not like Lord Vader or C or like we even got JML, right? With Jedi Cal. But SLKR was like not on that list of we need something to help out. Because they're struggling because, beat Jabba, no problems. Leia, it was, yeah. So anyway. Definitely don't disregard her, but it's a down the track. If you've only got 4 Omicrons, Padme and Bo-Katan need those Omicrons to make their team usable.
Yeah. But like me and Ozzy might said, that POW army, the amount of time it cuts out of Conquest, it is stupidly worth it. Yeah. The fact that it cuts so much out of Conquest is like, yeah, I'm done. I don't care.
And it's not only just the time, like some of those buffs or debuffs are like, what do we have this time? Bloody Cad Bane for something, right? Like it's such, some of the debuffs or buffs are so specific to random characters you might not even have them. Whereas he just comes in and does fucking 73 debuffs and 17 buffs, and it's like, all right, well, one of them's got to be what we need. And yeah.
But it's like I was abusing it with JML because you put him on JML and the token actually applies as the ability, and you then want somebody that does no damage on basic, i.e. Hoda, and you go past to Hoda, 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 and you just don't care. It's here, have a million buffs, and here, have a million debuffs.
All right.
And honestly, there's likely to be more of that bullshit in my future. A lot more of that bullshit.
The other one that I was using was Barris and Luminara, because they've got abilities that don't do damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the thing. You end up looking for characters that you can put with him that can do specials that are heals or that give buffs to yourself or anything like that, because it's a special that didn't do any damage. That means your ramp is still happening, which, oh look, now heals your team, which then gives you the buffs and all the debuffs. And it sounds stupid, guys, but some of those teams are incredibly fun.
Cool.
Right. So I think we covered that question
Bones is asleep.
quite substantially. Oh, quick.
He actually,
Somebody run behind the chair, kick the leg out, and watch him fall over. Somebody, come on. We've seen him fall through. He's fallen through a chair again.
Oh, yeah, he went through the bloody deck chair, right?
Yeah. So for those that don't know and have never seen the clip, it is out there on YouTube. He fell through a deck chair. It is hilariously funny.
Yeah, I did during the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know if Tasnex is streaming this afternoon? Or the...
I don't know. I know Arj is currently on, but we are on the last question.
Who's Arj?
We had 2 questions. What the fuck, people? Get these fucking questions in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some sleep. I'm trying to get a nap in, and all we have is 2 fucking questions. Jesus.
So, the next question is from our resident question asker. So, hello, Hutts. Tiny Bubbles here from House of the Hutts. Since you talked about Lightspeed bundles, which GL or faction you wish had one? Also, is BS...
It is BS.
Is it BS that they raised the price for the Lightspeed bundle for KOU and Ray?
No, he's saying
we kind of covered
he's
that
not
earlier.
Asking. Yeah. No, he's agreeing with us.
Yeah. We covered that a little bit earlier. For those that have already got it, it's not worth it. For those that haven't, it's an extra relic level. Pretty much worth it. Still. Even at $50, they would still be worth it. So, yeah. One of those. It's shit. I'll give you that. But, yeah. So, GL that I wish had... So, there's only really like 2, I think, that we haven't really had. We had a Leia-ish one, because one of the last teams available for Leia was Nisa Rex. So we've kind of had a Leia-ish one. It's literally LV, JMK, and Ahsoka that haven't really had one. And out of all of them, I'll be happy with LV or JMK. Either of them, I'm happy with.
What are you talking about? They're already GLs. Aren't we asking what GLs we want to the game? We don't have already?
What faction would you wish had one? As in, which of the GLs would you want to have a Lightspeed bundle?
Oh, I have them all.
You just want Lord Vader because you haven't got him yet.
Can I ask a better question than what Bubbles asked? What GL, what faction that doesn't have a GL yet would you like to see have one, and who would it be?
What character? Yeah, that's better, Aussie Mike. That is much better. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What are we doing?
Don't worry, Bones. Don't worry.
It.
My answer to my own question, not Bubbles, is the Ewoks and Teak, and also the Jawas with the Jawa fucker lady from Mandalorian. She likes to fuck Jawas, and she told us that they're furry and on the inside. Those are my 2 answers, and they would be GLs. Yes.
You know exactly what I just put in chat, don't you, Bones?
Fuck you, Bones.
No.
Oh, you can
Burn
do
a
that.
Make Ewoks great again. Teak is not an Ewok.
Ewoks, yes. Make them great. Yes, he is. He just got on spice. He's not from Endor. The old man gave him too much spice. like think of it as catnip. You give your cat catnip, right? Well, if it takes too much, it's going to look like a teak soon. So it's an Ewok on too much catnip.
What do you like?
Make
Honestly,
you
if
walk
they're gonna
vegan.
give me a GL that I could choose, I want Tenebrous. I want Tenebrous.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, the ugly Sith guy. Yeah, he's a Cantina member who is a Sith, or the Cantina band member, but he's a Sith.
Yeah, Eternal Empire. Eternal Empire. That's all I'm saying. That would
Yeah.
be stupidly fun and rough. But not the point. Go on, Ozzy Mike. You can answer both questions.
I don't know. I mean, like speed bundles are kind of pointless for me, so it would probably be whatever's needed for the new raid. Okay, that would be a light speed bundle that I would be interested in. Maybe Jedi Vanguard.
I've got a better one for Ozzy Mike. A light speed bundle full of relic materials, signal data, and Omicrons.
Okay. I mean, not really in short supply of any of them, but I mean, won't say no. I've got like 100 Omicron sitting around, and like maybe 500 plus of all the signal data, because I haven't had anything to farm, so I'm just hoarding up for the next one, and they're not coming out quick enough. After saying that, it probably
pick a character and take it to Relic 9 just to wind Bones up.
Well, I'm waiting to see what's required for the raid. I'm thinking
Sorry, I
Lord
fell
Vader's
asleep.
team.
What are we talking about?
So
just how far up
Lord Vader's team
is.
at R9. However,
yeah,
if you're going to take those to R9, Ozzy Mike, like what I'm doing, you've got to take a certain.
Got to swing y'all dicks around. Don't you?
Yeah. I don't want to say it, but it's a Tarkin to R9. I don't want to say it. I really didn't. That makes me feel sick that I've got to take Tarkin to R9.
We're on TV right now.
Ugh.
Put your dicks up.
On national TV, on Twitch.
Yeah. Put them up.
And then it's a Bones
Australia
question.
and Britain.
What would be a GL that I would like to see? I don't know. I think Yoda really deserves to be a GL, but it's very like we've gotten fucking 3 Jedi? Only 2 Jedi.
You don't like my Jawa fucker idea?
No, not even close.
Okay. All right.
You
don't have to answer. We can just end the fucking show. I'm ready to go to bed or do something. So,
all right.
Answer the question. Let's go.
That's it,
Michael.
Yeah. So that is all of the questions.
Let's say Darth Revan. Okay.
What?
Yeah, Darth Revan would be another good call.
What was your answer?
For what GL I would like?
Oh, my question to you.
I don't know.
Right.
All right.
So, with that, guys, that is the end of today. As always, it's a pleasure to have you guys here. And more importantly, Bone sucks. Well, that's not the point. That is not the point at all. Honest. We don't just come here to torment Bones each week. We come here because we enjoy it and we have a laugh about all different podcast issues. So,
yes,
as I'll lead it. I'd say bad Steve.
I want to see
so we are raiding out over to Arj, guys. He is a smaller creator. It's always welcome. We are back tomorrow. Myself. That is just me doing a Lego build for charity. So come and join us. We'll have fun.
Definitely come join
and stupid shit.
Yep.
There is ways to basically punish me, and there is ways to make me have to build for longer.
Yeah.
Yay.
I also want to say, don't watch Womp Rat. Come watch me. Give me your subs. I
Are
will
you
teach
trying
you
to
much
take
more.
from charity? Are you trying to take from a charity?
Don't
Bones?
donate to the kids. Donate to me. I'm more of a charity case than what the kids. They don't need it.
I mean, that's
They
probably
have
true.
plenty.
Probably
All
true.
right. Pine cones for bones. Tune in. All right.
But yeah,
Thank-
guys, it's always a pleasure. We'll be back
They
next
took
week.
our job.
There's going to be more shenanigans and everything else. Have a great week, guys. Cause mayhem, cause
Love
chaos.
y'all.
And remember, fuck you, Bones. Fuck you. Fuck
See you guys.
you.
Go donate.
Cheers,
Love
thing,
y'all.
guys.
Peace.